Good morning, you guys. Welcome back for another day in the life video. I know the lighting is weird. It's my hat, I think. Or is it the sun? It's my hat. Anyways, today is Saturday when I am filming this, and so whatever is that clicking sound, Kylie, can you stop for a second? Today is the, tomorrow will be the completion of quarantine week number, do you know, Caleb?
7?
6. Week number 6, starting number 7. So we're filming this on a Saturday. Like I said, we're actually headed out for an adventure, which is explaining my attire. And the kids all have their bathing suits on, and we're gonna go find some fun. So that's what we're doing. We packed a picnic lunch. I'll show you guys some of the scenery from where we go when we get there. But I'm just gonna cut to the chase right here. If you haven't been watching any of my other day in the life videos, then you probably don't know that I have been vlogging how each week has gone through this whole quarantine thing for no other reason than to just have it to look back on once this is all said and done, which, as I say that today, I'm just wondering when that time will be. But I'm still trying so hard to stay just focused on the good and enjoy what this time has. But I will admit that this week was a little bit of a struggle. If you watched last week's day in the life, I had a really great week. And then if you remember to week 4, I had a really hard week. So it seems like that is the continuing theme here. Let me wait for this one. So we had a directional change and I took my hat off so it doesn't look like I'm talking and all you see is like lips moving. So anyways, it seems to be the common theme for me, at least, that different weeks bring different things. So this week, I will say it was a bit of a challenge, and probably a pretty great challenge, but it's been a few days, so like the initial kind of like shock factor has worn off. So I know a lot of you guys follow on Instagram, so some of this may be repetitive information, but if you don't, then you probably didn't see that, like many of you guys in the United States, initially a lot of our stay-at-home orders were put into place until April 30th, which is in like 5 days. Oh, it's the 27th? I stand corrected. It's in 3 days. So everyone in the state that I live in was waiting to kind of hear like, what was the governor gonna do? We all, I feel like, had speculations and expectations because based off of the numbers of cases, the numbers of deaths, like, it's just extremely low for our population size. And of course, those numbers are only so reliable because the more testing they provide, the more positives there will be. But that is not indicative of an outbreak or like an uncontrolled situation. It's just the more people you test, the more positives you're gonna find. So when I say we, I'm speaking for the general consensus of my friends and family. We were all kind of expecting it to kind of go one way. And I really try when I get on here and I give these updates to not really give like any political standpoints, because it's just never good, you know. What's the old saying, like, you never discuss religion or politics with people you know that have a different opinion than you. It's just asking for an argument. So I really try to stay not political. So what I'm about to say has nothing to do with political parties, but our governor is just not a very good leader. He didn't, people's lives are on hold. Businesses need to know, when are they going to be able to open up? I mean, should they close forever? Like, so many businesses are trying to hold on to all of their employees, but they're literally earning $0. And I know that there's like federal government helping small business and all of that, but you know, things like that take time. And so, you know, in the immediate future, not to mention there's families, a lot of families where we live that are dependent on tourism. And I've said this before. So they're waiting. Yes, they're getting unemployment, but unemployment is not, and some of them are not getting unemployment because our system is way overloaded. But we're not in that boat. So I feel thankful for that. But at the same time, like, I don't want to see, you know, our entire city and people I know, family I know, suffering because of it. So, regardless of if he was gonna lift the restrictions or not, I feel like he could have done a way, and that is me putting it lightly, way better job at showing empathy for the people that live here. At, even if, you know, some people don't like to give dates because they don't want to be wrong, and I respect that. But as a leader of an entire state, you have to have some ballpark idea, like a general time frame that you think you might start allowing people to live life again. And when I say live life, I'm not talking about going around town just gallivanting around. I'm talking about just opening up some things so people can work, and, you know, doing it in the safest way possible and limiting and all that good stuff. But like, as a governor, you need to give people good, like, leadership. And we have all, our state, the stats have shown how our state has done really good at following the directives, and I know my family did as well, and everyone that I know. So we've all done our part, and the least he could have done was give us some kind of ballpark estimate of when we might expect for our kids to be able to play soccer again or something like that. Like, he gave no new information. It was an hour-long press conference, and the only thing he did was announce that school was permanently closed, which everybody knew. But I feel like some parents were still holding out a little bit of hope just in the unknown, and he did close schools. So that was his big press conference that we sat around, and I watched an entire hour of it, and it was just so like, wow. It was more about control and than it was about leading a state. And people, whether you want to admit it or not, a lot of people are really down and out right now, even if you haven't dealt with like financial situations or loss of job or anything like that. But this is a difficult thing. And so when your governor gets on and shows like zero care and almost like taunts you with the, if you don't follow the directives, then we're gonna have to tighten restrictions. And it's like, why are you gonna say things to people like that are already struggling to like have hope that, you know, the end will come at some point? And it would only be magnified times 1,000,000% if I didn't have Jesus and I didn't have faith. And so like, my heart really, really breaks for people that don't know the Lord, because it's hard enough walking with him through this because I'm still human. And I can't imagine it if I didn't have hope and know that the control, even though it seems like it, and it actually kind of is, like a portion of the control is in my governor's hands, but not all of it. And so it was a tough week after that. I had a really hard day the day after that. I was just so negative and so like down about it, and just feels like there's no end in sight. And for some reason, I keep getting this thought in my head. And so I'm just gonna tell you guys, and then I'll wrap this little update up. I put it at the beginning of the video this time instead of at the end. So the whole video will not be me sitting here talking about this situation, but I am documenting each week. So when I have run half marathons, part of pushing your body and your brain past something difficult is knowing that there's an end in sight and knowing that there's a specific mile marker that it will be over. So when you feel like giving up, because when you run a half marathon, most people at some point will feel like giving up, like your brain and your body starts to get tired, and it starts in your head, like your brain starts telling you stop, stop, stop. And the only way that I have found to be able to push past that is to break it down incrementally. That's how I've always trained. So when I was running half marathons and I was like going for time to work on my pace, in my head, if I needed to run like, you know, let's just say a 9-minute mile, I would do like 3 minutes. Like, I've always broken things down, and that has helped me so much. When I've run half marathons, especially the last one that I did, and I had a really hard time goal for me personally, knowing like, okay, 8 miles, okay, 9 miles, that's only 3 more miles, that's only 27 more minutes. Like, this is the brain talk, my self-talk that happens when I'm training for something like that. And this compares to that. And that's why it's been such a struggle, is because there's no way to incrementally break this thing down, because we don't know. We don't know. So it feels like I'm just being told to run forever. And like, I don't know when it's gonna end. When is it gonna end? Am I gonna run 27 miles? Am I gonna run 13 miles? I just don't know. And so that is like, I keep thinking about that, because I've shared with you guys in past videos that it's hard for me to not know. And I understand that maybe they don't know, but I mean, as it goes longer on, I have a harder time believing they don't know. But I'm still trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, and let's just say they don't know. But it's hard to not know when your race is going to end. That's what it feels like. It feels like a race, and I don't know when it's gonna end. And so I just have to keep running, but I don't know how long I'm gonna be running for. So I don't know how fast I should go. I don't know if I should slow down. I don't know if I should stop and have a snack. Like, I don't know how long am I gonna keep doing this for. So that's what it feels like. And this week was a bit of a struggle, which is why we are headed out to nature, because nature heals everything. There's that shade again. So I will catch up with you guys when we get out where we're going, but I just wanted to jump on and share with you how my week 6 of quarantine went. We are continuing on. Our quarantine has not ended. We had no restrictions lifted. So let me know how your week 6 went down below. Let me know how you're making it through. Do you guys relate to the whole race analogy thing? If you're a runner, I think you will. But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys that. So it is early, it's 8 o'clock. We haven't been up and out by 8 o'clock on Saturday in a while. That used to be our every week norm. That's one thing I'm not super jazzed about getting back to, is like the insanity of busyness. So anyways, we are going for a little bit of a car ride, so I will show you guys where we end up for our nature day.
Until the end of time. Stay with me till the stars fade away and your scars don't say my name. Stay with me till the stars fade away and your scars don't hurt.
it is 1:30 now and we are headed back on a very, very bumpy dirt road out from where we were. We had a really fun morning. It was starting to get pretty hot out there and we were ready to leave. So the kids are all eating snacks and we're driving back home, but it was a really good morning and we got a really good spot very far away from everyone, so it was very nice. And as you guys saw, I even got in the pretty cold. It was pretty cold. We went in colder water at June Lake last summer, but this was still pretty cold. But we had fun. Did you have fun?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everyone have fun?
Yep. I liked using my mermaid tail.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Did have fun.
Stopped on the way home and got some ice cream where they're doing takeout only. We've heard about this place before and today was the first time trying it. And I got banana cream pie and it was super, super good.
Kylie, you're like a scavenger. Hey.
Kylie, you already ate all yours.
That's a problem. Yes.
So now that we're home, next on my list today is some quarantine cuts. I ordered this off of Amazon and it's actually worked out pretty well and we've already made our money back even if we would have just done it for 1 month. So he's ready for a little cut on his hair before he takes a shower. They got all dirty, look at this. Super dirty. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the haircuts now.
What you're putting in, all your hopes and efforts are all in vain.
So it's 4:30 now and we just finished up haircuts and showers. As you guys can tell, I just showered. The best feeling in the world is showering after, it's like the first shower when you come home from camping and you haven't showered for a long time. It's the best. So we are going to cook dinner. Nothing super fancy happening here today, just some grilled chicken and some wild rice and probably a frozen vegetable. I need to get to the grocery store, but the kids are all occupied right now. They all showered, of course, after the boys getting their haircuts, and I have a little bit of work to do. So I'm gonna sit down at my table right here and do that while Jake throws the chicken on the grill. This is the sauce we are putting on the chicken. It's kind of dark in here so you can't see, but it's a one that we got at Costco. Roasted raspberry chipotle sauce. It's really, really good. So just grill the chicken and then you brush it on maybe the last 5 minutes. So we're gonna get ready to sit down for dinner. Excuse my hair. It is almost 6 o'clock and we're all starving. I blow dried my hair after I took my shower because I have, as you can see, like this hair is not curled and not straightened. So maybe I should do a hair tutorial for this hair. No, but this is what wavy hair blow dried looks like, and I usually blow dry it when I'm gonna curl it or straighten it, and then I do it like at night, and then the next day I will curl my hair. I get asked all the time, like, how do I make my waves look like that? And I mean, there is a bit of a technique to when I curl my hair, but it really is, I think, the texture of having wavy curly hair that holds the curl. So this is what my hair looks like without that, which is kind of scary, and there's so much gray hair because I have not seen my hairdresser in months, so I have to get really creative with my part. Give me a thumbs up if you relate. I have to keep switching it over because I have certain spots where my gray hair is. So when you guys see me film a video with a super side swoop like this, then you'll understand why. So we just finished dinner and we are are, can you pause it? We are going to watch the new version of Little Women for our family movie night. We watched the one with Winona, you know, the classic one, and we loved it. So we haven't seen this, so we didn't catch it when it was in theaters. So we're anxiously awaiting our reviews, but it looks like it's done pretty good. Let me know if you guys watched this and you liked it. Even the boys like it, except for they don't like one part. What part?
The baby dying part.
The dying baby.
So sad.
It's hard to watch.
I like all of it.
So we're gonna sit a unicorn with a maraca and watch this movie together. So it is 9 o'clock now and we just finished watching Little Women, the new one. Highly recommend it if you guys haven't seen it yet. The ending like almost made me cry. It was so good. So I'm gonna end today's day in the life here. It was just a family day. It was a good day, and these kind of days are how we make it through the next week, which is going to be week 7 of our quarantine. So you guys know I'll be back next week with another day in the life to let you know how things are going for me. And mostly I just share these to document it for myself, but to also let any of you guys know if you're feeling similarly that you're not alone. So let me know how you're doing in the comments. Give me a thumbs up for day in the life videos every single week for like over a month now. I'm very proud of myself. But we are tired, and so we are gonna get to bed, get the kids to bed, and call it a day. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one really soon. Bye.